resources, everything. And
exactly.
especially in a case like that, like you mentioned, McGregor, the Austin Ware, or any Irish fighters, like it takes like a crazy amount of belief. Like I wouldn't even call it belief. I'll call it craziness, madness. To think that you can go that far. I mean, even on my side, you know, I was studying. I am still finishing off my studies. Construction.
Right.
It's like explaining to my parents, like, oh, I don't want to be in construction. I want to go fight for a living in a cage. You know, they have YouTube. They can Google MMA. The first thing you're gonna see is some
knockouts or something
guy.
Yeah.
So it was an adjustment. I remember when I told my parents I was gonna go do my professional license. They were like, "How are you gonna be a professional?" You know, but not in a bad way to put me down or any of that. I know they support me. You know, like really support me. I wouldn't be in this position where I am without like their support and all the love that they're giving me. But yeah, they asked me like, how am I gonna do it?
And how are you gonna make money, or
no, like how am I gonna be a professional?
What's the road?
What's the road? And at the time, like I mentioned, I was still training at Gina's Den and Gracie, so I didn't know how on earth I was gonna train like a professional. I just took a leap of faith, did my test, and as soon as I did my test, I knew where I wanted to train, and so just have to take that leap of faith, man. That's all it is.
100%.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said earlier, like there's I mean, Mike is one of the people that can actually guide you,
right,
and have an answer for every scenario, and prep you for every scenario, and really be a mentor. Everyone needs a mentor.
Yeah. So he's very good at the mental aspect as well. You know, and scenarios, like drilling scenarios. Like we drill so many scenarios. That's why, like, before a fight, I know, you know, I could get knocked out like in a crazy way, but knowing that I've been like in every position, in every scenario, it really calms me down. Like it makes me calm.
Yeah.
You know? You just have to accept that I could get hurt, but also you've been to this like 1,000 times in training. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Does it still feel different though when you get into the hexagon? I mean, if you know, you can drill something a lot of times, and I do get that it does make it a lot easier. But is it not still a little bit nerve-wracking when you walk in there? Or
I'd say the nerve-wracking part for me is like when you first enter, and EFC have this thing where Koto will introduce the fighters. You say introducing first, you know, fighting out of, and then there's this like 10 to 20 second pause when the ring goes. If you're watching on TV, it's the ring goes holding up the
showing, coming down, sitting down.
Yeah,
you're right.
But for us, like we don't see that, so we're like, what's going on? So it's like a awkward pause, which is really nerve-wracking. But like as soon as the buzzer goes and he throws his first punch, I throw my first punch, it's like
done.
Yeah, you're in the zone again. Like you're in the zone, you can think clearly. You've been here before, you know. Yeah.